Welcome to the shit show.
Tom, we have returned to the desks at the All Elite Wrapup. Judas has returned to AEW. We're going to dig into the Chris Geriatrico and all of that as we go throughout the evening. We're going to talk some AEW. So if you're here with us at the start of the show live, yes, I'm saying live. If you're listening back on the podcast, you should have watched us live on the YouTube. Check allelitewrapup.com for more details. Tom, I don't even know where I was going with this, right? But like, we're going to talk about all that AEW stuff, right? We're going to get into that. But how's Tom before we do that?
Good. Hey, I got some fun things for the well-rounded wrestling fan. I have some recommendations. So,
Hey, you call me fat?
yeah, maybe. I have almost finished the novel by John Edwards Williams called Stoner. It's not anything to do with drugs.
Yes.
It's about a professor and his life from being on the farm to being a professor at the University of Missouri in the 1910s. It's very, very good. Almost done with it, like maybe 2 more chapters. But I got some books today. You want to see the books today?
Yes, I do. Ooh, those are thick books, Tom.
Yeah, thanks. So I got some
big brain.
quick ones. Yeah, I got some quick ones. This one is called On Tyranny, 20 Lessons from the 20th Century. So how to fight back on current situation.
I know of this. I have not read it, but I know of this. That's a good one. Yep.
And then here's the thing that I had an epiphany.
Our current situation. Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, I had an epiphany yesterday. And it's I don't know everything. You know? I thought I did. You know?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, you could understand how I can come to that conclusion. Like, who has the shirt right now? It's not me.
Yeah.
So, right? But I was like, you know what? I don't have.
See, now.
Right.
See, you've had it before.
Nah,
you have it again.
That was charity. That was charity.
Get it. It's coming to you soon in just a couple of days, honestly. We're like next week.
But the next book that I got is The U.S. Constitution Explained Clause by Clause for Every American Today. So
yeah, this is a fun one I like to pull on people anytime somebody's got like a book that you can't really see what it is or whatever, and then be like, Pocket Constitution? What do you got there? You know what I mean? It was like,
I mean, kind of,
fuck.
but this explains it. Like, so this will have like, this is the article, and then like, this is what it means, you fucking idiot. So excited to start that one too.
Who's telling you what it means?
Let's see. It's by,
because that could be dangerous, Tom.
Ray Raphael. We'll see. Oh.
Raphael Cruz.
It was winner. It was the winner of the National Book Critics Circle Award.
Ted Cruz's name is Raphael. Like his real name.
What a fucking Ninja Turtle. Then the next one that I got. Why are we not dressing him up like a Ninja Turtle then? Like, that should
what
be a
Ninja
thing.
Turtle is another line I'm going to drop tomorrow, man. Damn it.
Yeah. And then I got a guy that you might have heard of. I've heard of this guy for years, but I've never read
Kurt
anything
Vonnegut.
from
Exactly.
Kurt Vonnegut, Mother Night. It's about
Tom,
a
I'm
double
impressed.
agent.
Like, you've always been a reader, but man, you're really like, you're burning through it, man.
Trying.
You got like a whole library at your house now, huh? You got to like get a whole.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And then I got King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. Now, this book I'm excited about. It's basically about a family in Atlanta. Their, prize pupil son goes off to become a big attorney. The father is dying. He has to come home to be back to the family. And why is our father dying? And then the mysteries and unraveling from that. So that'll be my fun, like get my hands dirty and stuff. Although Mother Night is about a double agent and like kind of the stresses of all of that apparently. So I'm excited for that too.
Theo P is in the chat, says, is Chris Jericho the next Ric Flair? Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that. Liverpool chat says, hey, Tim and Tom, hope you guys are okay. Holy Sheeta, my girl is back. Let's go. I assume we're going to talk about that as well as we cover tonight's festivities.
Yeah, first off about that, what a bad play by me. Remember when I was like, I think she's done wrestling forever. I think she's like video games, which again, she was gone for 500 days. So it wasn't like
Yeah.
I said something after
Yeah, I
she'd
know.
been gone 2 weeks, but
Right.
yeah, there she is. She's back. Good to see
I think
her.
they're listening. They're just like, oh yeah, let's show Tom.
Yeah. Ha, fuck that guy. He thinks he knows everything. And so
Yeah.
now that I'm humble, the most humble of all, salt of the earth, just like MJF.
Nobody's more humble than me.
Nobody's more humble than me, obviously. Oh my God.
There's not a single fucking person on this earth that's more humble than me, honestly. If I think about it, I mean, really.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, you're like more fucking humble than me? No, the fuck you're not.
Clearly, nobody more humble. I mean, look at
I'll
this.
buy you lunch. I'll buy you
capital
lunch.
H.
You think, yeah.
Yeah. I had to stop them from naming me humble. I was like, no, please, too much.
Yeah. I throw my awards away. That's how humble I am. I don't need any of them showing.
I give them to the homeless.
How are you? Yeah. How are
I'm
you?
fine. Fine, man. Work is kicking my ass right now, and really digging in deep into just trying to figure out if we can just not do that anymore. You know what I mean? Just not
God,
work.
yeah.
Like, we might buy an RV and start. We'll do this show on the road, Tom.
Man,
I mean, not you and me. Like, I'll be on the road, but you know.
Yeah. Monday, I start back up on the work.
Good luck. It was fun while it lasted, huh?
It was. It was a great time.
Is this fully remote again, right? Yeah. So you're not having to like dress up tomorrow, and well, I mean, you'll probably wear a nice shirt at least, but like, nah, just hoodie.
You know what you do? This is what I always
wear a
do.
Terry Funk shirt.
Well, yes, that's usually where it started. Because what I'll usually do is just wear generic color shirt or hoodie, depending on the weather, right?
Sure.
And then it'll get like Chiefs. Oh, you like Chiefs? Yeah, can you tell?
Yeah, Chiefs, man. Yeah.
Then it'll be Royals. Oh, you like Royals, right? Then it'll be Salvi. And like, oh, that's a fun guy. And then it's a wrestling. And then they go, huh? I'm like, huh? And then you're just dressed in how you want.
Yeah.
But the Terry Funk is how you get him in there. And then the Macho Man. Macho Man's another big
Macho
one.
Man's
Like, oh, I
an easy- yeah,
used
an
to
inroad.
love Macho Man. Yeah. Yep,
So you're not going to show up tomorrow with like all your action figures title belts on, like it's Infinity Stones,
No, but
or
should
whenever
I
you go
show
back.
him?
Is it tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Is that what you
No,
said?
Monday.
Monday, right.
Well, I get my laptop on Monday. I have orientation on Tuesday.
Sure, I got you.
You know.
But you're gonna like set up and do all that.
Yeah. Here's the question. Should I just be like, hey guys, you know what the fuck I have? All of that shit. Like, and just, just be
Well, you got to get a
"So
read on the
what's up?"
room first. If you see like somebody that looks quirky, you might be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You're
Look at my
eccentric
stuff.
like
Yeah,
me.
look at my
Look
stuff.
at this. Yeah. And he's like,
Yeah.
I got Pokemon. Like,
Yeah.
you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah. How many drugs have you taken? All right, now.
What a great line. Remember that from Workaholics? Like, today there's going to be a drug test. Oh, great. What drugs are we testing?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take one of each.
Speaking of people on drugs, let's talk about AEW last night because it kicked
Let's
off.
also talk
with-
about Sarah, who says, "Hey, Tim and Tom" in the chat.
Oh,
before
hey,
we-
Sarah. Yeah.
Sarah.
Hey, Tim and Tom from Sarah. I like it. 4134 or 4137. I know how to read. Wonder what that means. Tell us if it has meaning or not. Who cares? But let's talk about AEW.
4,137th model. Right.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Let's get into the big news, though,
Right.
Tim.
All right.
The big news of last night was AEW Dynamite in Winnipeg, the granddaddy of them all. And we start
Winnipeg.
off with,
It was like
we
the
start off
Canada something center, right? Canada.
Yeah. Well, we start off with what we think is going to be a contract signing. And guess what? Chris Jericho is back. And Tim, you don't need to clap because he probably already has it. And he then says, that was the line, huh?
That's a good one. I like
No
it.
reason to
Good
clap.
one.
He already has it.
Is he? All right. So, okay. If we're peeling back the curtain, everybody thought,
Let's talk
he's
about
gone. He's going back to WWE, Magamania. That fits. Where was your fucking wife on January 6th? All that stuff, right? But then we hear on the online's day of Dynamite, like, oh, geez, getting a lot of steam on Jericho coming back. And I was just like, oh, man, this is happening, isn't it? And sure enough, they came right out the fucking game. I mean, open the goddamn show with it. And I'll be honest, the crowd responded better than I thought they were going to.
Yeah. And again, it was because of the fun too, right? It was shocking because what I believe, and maybe this is just how I've always consumed wrestling live, when I go to a wrestling show, I'm very rarely on my phone, right? Like I'm participating in the event. So if there's rumors or like, oh my God, backstage, like for example, if I was at All In London when CM Punk and Jack Perry had that little fight or whatever backstage, I would have never have known it because I'm not on my phone. I'm experiencing the show. So when you don't necessarily know that, hey, Chris Jericho is probably going to come back tonight, you probably go, yeah, that's cool.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So I understand that part.
Well, in the song, I mean, I get it. When you're live and that song's bumping, like it's fucking, it's fun.
It's a fun song. It's a fun song. It's one of the better things.
The one song you ever made that's like fun.
Yeah, it's okay. Here's the thing that I'll say about this though. One thing that I've seen, because I post on Blue Sky during the event and
follow us,
pay-per-views, pay-per-views and all that stuff. AEW fans, okay, they need to. I'll be a part of it. We need to grow up because I've been seeing a lot of things of like, Chris Jericho's back, and I'm not that excited, but I'm so happy that these Federation people are so mad. Fuck them. Who cares? Who cares about someone else that doesn't like your thing? Like, why would you give two opinions on that thought? It's just, if you like it, be happy. If you don't like it, you don't need to be happy because someone else is like, I wish he was on my thing. That's a stupid thought.
Yeah. It is weird. Yeah.
What were you going to say though?
I'm just reading through the chat here. Liverpool chat said Jericho obviously didn't want to get choked out by Gunther then. It might be a thing. Theo pulling out, he said wearing the dull black Chiefs hat that had a morning. I didn't know if you could tell that it was a Chiefs hat. Yep. Yeah, so the hair is getting too long, but not long enough. So I got to wear the hats now because it's just kind of, not,
Mm-hmm.
And then Theo says Chris Jericho is this generation's Ric Flair minus being behind on his alimony payments. Well, we don't know that. We don't.
You don't know.
He could be as well. But yes, I'm getting that feeling. Is he going to be around till he's like 75 and can't actually wrestle anymore?
Well, I mean, he's close to that now. And again, his style was harder on his body than Ric Flair, right? Like he wrestled a harder style. And to his credit, in AEW, like he went hard in a lot of matches. Let's not forget
the pizza cutter to Chris Jericho too much. Yeah.
Yeah. The pizza cutter to the face that Nick Gage did was to Chris Jericho. Like he'll
listen, Chris Jericho prior until we've had the break, right? I would have counted him in near top 10 territory of wrestlers of all time for me, right? Like very creative, as you said to me. Mm-hmm. Always changing things up, managed to stay a little bit ahead of the game. And those days may be gone, right? And I think we were just really burnt out when he was there before, right? And so it really depends on how they do this, right? But I'll say, coming out to start the fucking show and doing nothing isn't really the way I would say you do it. So I'm a little worried, but I'll give it time.
And I thought initially, because the way he kept on like, come on, go. I thought he was doing the one gimmick in WWE. Remember when he came back and he was like, everyone. Yeah. And he was a heel. Right. But he was actually a heel. I thought he was doing that again. And I was like, brother, you already did that one. The thing that I always thought was great about Chris Jericho. Now, to me, he's always been good. My favorite Chris Jericho is Pandemic Chris Jericho. Like I've always said,
Chris Jericho
Chris Jericho from winning the championship to the match with MJF after the 5 labors of Jericho.
Yeah.
I didn't want anything else.
Is that your favorite all-time Jericho?
That's my favorite Jericho.
I loved late WCW Jericho a lot, right?
Yeah.
I was a little less enamored by early Jericho WWE, right? Until he kind of got more high up and really did it. But like, I would say, some of his stuff there in WWE, but this was really good. What you're talking about, that time frame was really good stuff.
That was my favorite Jericho. But the thing that Jericho, I thought always did great at any point of his career was what you said, stay a little bit ahead of the curve, where he would go away when he kind of read that the crowd was getting a little tired of Y2J or
took a little long.
Raw is Jericho. He would just be like, all right, I'm out. Okay, I'm back. Like, and then he'd be doing something else. I think the thing why people turned on him this last time, it was, hey, I'm in here with Ricky Starks. Hey, I'm in here with Big Bill. Hey, I'm now in a group with Pac Brian Keith and Big Bill. And it's just like, brother, you're every fucking week you're here. Like, go away. Like,
yeah,
Kenny
it was
Omega
every
even
week.
Like that.
Yeah, it was every week. We had to get Jericho, and like it was just very formulaic then.
Yes, exactly.
Right? It felt like he was playing the hits or just trying to recycle the formula, right? Like he was like, oh, this is just like the list, or this is just like the whatever. I can just kind of shuck and jive the gimmick, right? And I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah. And that was the thing is he was being force fed and no offense to him, this isn't necessarily his problem because it happens to everyone. He was also old, right? Like it's hard to be like, this guy is so entertaining and he's old. Like
it's hard to be the cool guy and be old.
You gotta,
I'll say that's the thing that grinds on me a little bit about Cope, which we'll talk about later in the thing, is like I feel like you gotta let the cool off a little bit, right?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
we'll talk about him in just a second.
You know what I mean?
But so as
for what it's worth, rockers and biker types can get away with that older, right? Like they can, you know what I mean? But I feel like we're on the edge, so to speak.
Yeah, let's put a pin in that because, like you said,
yeah, back to geriatrical Jericho.
Yeah, Chris Jericho says, "Winnipeg, AEW, I'm home," and then the music plays, and like you said, he just walks off. I didn't love that part because, again, I think every segment should say something or do something. It's like the South Park philosophy on writing. It's not, and then it's. This happened, so then this happened.
Right.
This happened, but then now this happened.
I was looking for anything here, right? Like, and I know we've got time, right? But like, I saw that he got a trademark on a term, right? We talked about it.
What's the term? I didn't see it.
No, we talked about it. He got the trademark. He trademarked the cornerstone.
Yes, we did.
So like, said something with that, right? Like anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. We got nothing, man. We got nothing other than I'm home. So this also begs the question, is this hey, we're holding you because of injury time on your contract, or he signed a new deal and is just not?
I think he signed a new deal. I think he signed a new deal.
Yeah, I think the same.
I think if I were to guess, like if I had to bet, my feeling is he flirted with the WWE and they said, you can come here if you want. And that was it. And then he's like, well, that didn't make me feel special. And then Tony Khan's like, hey, we can do more fun stuff with you. And he's like, well, this makes me feel good.
That's true. I bet now, they're probably not guaranteeing anybody like a Chris Jericho, especially with the folks who are there now. Like Triple H is the last real remnant of anybody who cared about him personally much. You know what I mean? Like Nick Khan don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like I'm not promising you shit, right? Like sure, we're promising you a spot at the merch table and some fucking, you know what I mean, some appearances, and that's about it. And honestly, like I don't watch over there, but I know enough, like I see enough of like the characters they're rolling out that like, yeah, they're a bit like they ain't rolling with Jericho right now. I don't think. You know what I mean? Like everybody's old, so I'll give them that. Like everybody's old over there. In the main event picture, but like, there's too many of those now.
I think he's just a better fit. I think he felt like he's a better fit in AEW, and so that's why he came back. So we'll see. The cornerstone, though, does make me feel like heel, right? I don't feel like you put the S on your chest and you say, I am the cornerstone, and we all go, yay. I think he says, I'm the cornerstone.
So this is a weird thing.
Delusional, and then we don't.
So, all right. So, yeah, because he because he went on a break when things were going so poorly with a reaction from the crowd. Here's some things I'm struggling with how it goes. Like you said, all right, let's say he's going to be the cornerstone, but he's trying to do that as like a baby face. I don't think he's going to get a great reaction from that ultimately. But if he does it as a heel, well, if we're booing him, do we like him? Like, I don't like. Does he got it in him to be the MJF style where we're booing him, but we like this guy? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you my biggest fear and reservation with Chris Jericho right now is he falls into the Don Callis vortex, and then it's him and Don Callis because they've known each other since 1996, and then we're doing the same thing we did with Kenny Omega, but now it's Chris Jericho and Don Callis, which we already saw once, but we got to see it again. Like, that's my fear, is like the first thing he does is he's like, I helped build this place, and Don Callis goes, well, you know who's taking care of it now? And it's like, no, not you two. That's
We're
my
gonna get that
that's my fear.
Carney
That's
run
my fear.
around.
I hope not. I hope not. But we'll see.
Oh.
But then, hey, Tim, good news. We did get some action because we go backstage. Will Ospreay attacks John Moxley, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And he's hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and blah blah blah. And security's like, "Hey, get the fuck off!" And he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you, Moxley." What do you make of that?
I mean, Will Ospreay coming back has been a little different, man. Right? Like he came into AEW doing the whole thing that he'd always kind of been known as, right? Like, I'm just look at me, right? This feels grittier, right? Like this feels more pro wrestler to me.
I like, and I told you this, I like the kind of breakneck speed we started off with, where it was big surprise Chris Jericho. Oh, we're getting a match. No, you're not. You're getting a backstage fight with who? It's Will Ospreay and John Moxley. Holy shit. And then we go right into a contract signing with who? MJF and Kenny Omega. It's like, holy shit, that's 3 things in like 10 minutes.
I'll say that. However, I saw somebody pointed out that meant the first wrestling started at 27 minutes into the show, which is pretty WWE-ish.
Yes. However, action and memories.
Action. Right. I agree with you. I like action more so. Like action is the most important point. That can be wrestling. That can be segments.
Yes.
That can be whatever. You can't lull if you're not doing the wrestling, right? You've got to hit them or have something impactful. Right.
The worst part of Vince McMahon WWE Raw, 2010 to 2013 was I'm doing a 20-minute promo.
Stick promo.
Like,
last week he came out here and he poured dog food on me, and this week that. That's like, hey, fucking Christ.
Fuck that. But if it's wow, surprise return, Chris Jericho. Wow, 2 of our bigger stars are fighting in front of each other, fighting backstage against each other. And then, wow, here's our main event face to face in front of me. And I'm, in the 8th row. That has my attention more than side headlock, put him in the corner. 1, 2. Like, get the fuck off. I don't need that. If this is the alternative, right?
Excuse me.
But as mentioned, we get a contract signing. MJF, Kenny Omega, and not a ton of meat on the bone here, but not bad either. What'd you think?
Yeah. So Kenny was fine, right? It felt normal, felt real, like it felt like a real guy talking.
Yes.
I don't think it felt like, right? I don't know that I would say like, hey, go out there and sell me on the pay-per-view. I wouldn't know that I would say, hey, you did a great job doing that.
Right.
And he called out MJF on some stuff like the hair plugs and things like that. But I wonder if MJF was like, hey, say something about the plugs. You know what I mean? Because it just kind of like, I don't know. It was like the only real dig at him. I think MJF also kind of like, he had some good lines and stuff, and is MJF. But I feel like we say this, MJF can carry things and do the legwork of mic work, but like sometimes when it's falling flat on the other person's, it's still a little bit of a struggle, right? And that's where it's been a bit of the balk with the Kenny Omega for me over time. I know people have looked at him like one of the greatest, but that portion is what was always missing for me. Is like I don't feel the connection to the Kenny Omega like reason, right? And the promos and the like get behind his fucking aura, right? Like the care, right?
He's a little bit, now he is not this bad, but he's a little bit of a Mercedes Moné, where the best part of Kenny Omega and the best part of Mercedes Moné is the matches. The fucking matches
100%.
Rule,
Awesome.
right? Like, that's why you're watching. So if
Best
you're not
bout machine,
doing,
as they say.
So if you're not doing though the matches, yikes, right? Now I'll still say heel Kenny Omega 69 Dawn champion was awesome.
So then I did. Okay, so then I did. So whatever got into him then, whatever he was deciding to play then, when he's either playing everyday relatable guy or that's just who he is and he's just like, I'm just gonna go out there and do that, whichever it is, then I don't connect to it.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
it's fine. I don't hate it. I'm not like, boo, get out of here.
But you're not remembering a one-liner or like his
I don't remember anything he said other than the hair plugs. I literally don't remember anything he said. I watched it last fucking night, and I don't remember anything he said.
Yeah. So we get towards the end of
I remember things other people said, by the way, so it's not like I'm just...
Yeah.
Right.
I don't remember anything. Who am I talking to? But we get to the end of this thing, and Omega throws up the table, and MJF is like, come on, hit me, you son of a bitch, or whatever he says. And then Speedball Mike Bailey comes out.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, maple syrup, Canada, or whatever the fuck, bacon.
Moose knuckles or whatever the fuck.
Oh, the Mountie should get more respect, And all the Canadians are like, you're right.
They loved it.
Right,
Yeah, they were like, holy
yeah.
shit, here's our ham that we call bacon.
Yeah, that's so much better. Yes. Well, they're just throwing syrup all in the crowd.
Yeah, right.
It's like a Kurt Angle with the milk, except it's syrup.
It's like an ICP show with Fago over there just throwing syrup.
Yeah. Anyhow, and basically Speedball's like, this guy is so good. This Kenny
How dare
Omega.
you say anything, you scoundrel? Yeah, he really was. I texted you this. I was like, I'm not buying this Mike Bailey stuff. Something was weird about all this, right? Who the fuck's this guy? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's a trios champ, but yet he's just like, I'm going to save the day for everybody, and I'm going to take every title, and I'm shaking people's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? This feels like a mix of like Super Cena meets that first Dolph Ziggler when he was shaking everybody's hand. Like, I don't know. This is weird. Don't like it. Don't like it. Maybe this is getting us somewhere to something, but this is
We'll
odd.
see. But what we get out of it, though, is tonight in our main event, it's going to be Speedball versus MJF in a eliminator match, which, okay, I don't care about eliminator matches, but there it is. Now, the thing that I thought was interesting was Kenny Omega came out to his contract signing in full gear. And I was like, you pulling a Hangman? Because that's what he used to get made fun of, is showing up in full gear. Well, I'm an idiot, because what happens next is he's in a match. And it's him and Jack Perry and Brody King versus The Demand, right? We get The Demand. And fun, right? I think it's still cool to me, for whatever reason, to see Kenny Omega and Ricochet wrestle each other in AEW. Like, that's still like remember they used to do this in like PWG, and now
all the
they're
rage. Right?
15 years later. Now they're doing it again, and they still actually, I'll tell you this. The thing that I left this match saying to myself was, we need to push Ricochet. I know he did that bullshit online, and I'm not saying that I condone that, and that is very bad and stupid and all that. But of everyone in this match, including my guy, Brody King, and I love Brody King, the guy who I was like, I want him to be on top next is Ricochet.
Man, he has surprised me in so many ways since he joined AEW. Of course, we knew about his athleticism.
Yeah, all the flips and all that stuff.
And I even remember the Prince Puma stuff. I remember being like, hey, this guy's not, you know what I mean? Like, we could do something with this. But his character and promo mic work is top shelf level stuff. Like, across the industry, some of the better stuff anybody is doing. And I would not have known that and guessed that when he showed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize you were packing this, man.
Yeah, he's really good. And I think for as easy as it comes to him to cut promos, he could do this as a baby face. You get what I'm saying? Like, 100%. I don't think he would do the like, hey guys, now I'm here for.
But he could still rag people, throw one-liners,
but then still give it with like
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
So we get our fun match here, but it ends with a V trigger and a one-winged angel on Ricochet by Kenny Omega, and he gets the victory.
Yep. Yay. They give him the like sayonara, bang your mom, whatever. Whatever that is.
Kiss and bang bang, kissing guns.
Right.
Whatever. Hey, let's do a little two and one here. So the next segment is Willow Nightingale, and she issues an open challenge for Collision. And as people who are listening to us live or watching us live here, you will know tonight was Collision, and that open challenge was met by Hikaru Shida. What do you make of that?
Awesome. I'd forgotten that until you told me here earlier on the show that you had said she's never coming back, so that's fun.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, awesome, Shida. I was a little surprised, honestly, it was a Collision, but it looked like they were like, hey, we're padding this Collision today because it's Thursday, right? So fine. Shida comes back, cool. Match all fine. Willow, cool. Willow still a champ, like that. I'm a little more interested in what happened after the match. with Sheeta, where she was about to hit the Willow and then didn't, but then kind of threw a fucking fit in the ring about the loss. So what are we doing here with Sheeta?
I think we've been flirting with, I'm going to, guillotine everyone's head.
Yeah, I'm
Sheeta.
a Sandman everybody.
Yeah, because she kind of was doing that before she left and fighting the urge. And then she does this where, again, fighting the urge. I don't know. Now, how I would make it pop is I would do that. I would have her turn heel on Harley Cameron. Just fucking murder, right?
Yeah,
we already
spend
know
a couple weeks re-endearing us to Harley with some fun little thing she's doing, and we're like, oh yeah, she's fun. I forgot, and then just
because here's how
she made her death BCC style. That's how we get Harley Cameron out of the what I mean. She beats her so bad she makes her her little young boy or whatever, right? And
yeah, maybe Harley something Cameron. Like that. But what I was thinking is now. That's all to say. We spoke about, maybe we missed this, but the Babes of Wrath lost to, what are they called? They're not
Divine Dominion.
Divine Dominion, 9/11. Right? Yeah. But then they broke up, the Babes of Wrath. So then they're like, hey, let's go our separate ways.
Mutual.
Right?
They were like, hey, it's been a blast. We're doing great things. And she's like, look, you're the champ. Do your thing.
And so this is what I would do. So Harley Cameron now.
Liverpool Jets.
Yeah, double D's. Yeah, the old double D's. That's an easier way to remember it. But what I would do there is I would have Harley Cameron being like, well, I got to find the next thing, right? I would have her go up to Hikaru Shida backstage and be like, Hikaru, I found something. And does the fucking, I've got another puppet, and this one's
like
a
Sheeta puppet, and
Sheeta's like, you fucking loser, and then just
fucking joke.
Yeah, and then just just murder her, and we don't see Harley Cameron for 500 days, something like that. Just just murder
it's kind of
her.
like PTSD.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody walks in the room, she's like,
yeah, puppets are gonna start scaring her. But hey, do the Monet puppet. No,
she's like, never do puppets again in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
She starts grabbing people. Don't you ever fucking say the word puppet ever again.
But that's what I would do. Is I would have Harley Cameron be like, hey, it's just a fun thing. Everyone loves a puppet, and Sheeta's like,
yeah. Now that you're back, I wanted to celebrate, and Sheeta just grabs that arm and breaks it. Oh,
yep, yeah. That's
you
what
don't even have to murder her. You just break the arm, just snap.
Right. Yeah, just
and then
kill her. Yeah, kill her. Character again, obviously.
They can say "Holy Sheeta," right? That's what we.
Yeah. I mean, really, holy Sheeta, beat the fuck out of her, right? Yeah, and then maybe you build back a Willow Sheeta, but this time Sheeta murdered her friend.
Yeah, Widow could be like, "What the fuck did you do to my friend?"
Right, exactly. Now it's I'm gonna get that title from
you, bitch.
Yeah. I was too nice to you that last time, and I was rusty.
Should be like, oh, you think you're going to do that to me? And then,
there he goes. Bam. Yeah. All right, we keep it moving, and we see Adam Copeland and Christian Cage walking backstage, and they're hunting for FTR. And Renee is like, hey, can I get a word with you guys? And Cage is like, Copeland's like, if you're in our way, we're going to take you out.
Yeah, he said some things like, but we're taking out anybody that's in our way.
It's in our way. And Christian's like, I'm going to fucking hit her. Yeah. He's like, she's not in our way. And he's like,
yeah, he literally had to stop and stop the thing. He's like, no.
I don't know if I believe it. Yeah, I was like, one of those.
It's not in our way.
Agree to disagree, but we'll keep moving. Yeah.
Yeah, like as he's walking away too, he's like, Renee, really? Renee?
Hey, she's married to a Death Rider. Like,
you
let's
said
not
somebody's
forget.
in the way. And here, let me give credit to Christian here, right? He said, we're taking out anybody that gets in our way. She literally was standing in the way of their progress.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing what he wanted.
Yeah, I get it. But we see him.
Communication issues.
True. They're working on it. They were rusty, heel, babyface, all that. We haven't been together in a while, so it makes sense. But we see them, they're still walking around backstage, and then they go into FTR's locker room, and for whatever reason, Trent and Rocky Romero are in there.
Well, so what they said was like, no. We're here Dynamite. They're here tomorrow, FTR. So that's what they were saying.
Okay. I thought they was like, why would Don Callis be in FTR?
No, because they were like, this is fucking it. And they were like, yeah. tomorrow, Collision. They're on Collision. We're here tonight.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then they're like, hey, you want us to send a message? We will. And then Copeland and Christian are like, yeah,
sure.
beat you the fuck up.
I think Christian was like, hey, I think they're in the way. And he was like, yeah, they are.
And then they murder him. Mm-hmm. And then tonight, to fast forward to Collision, FTR is in action against two people with a heartbeat, and they beat them.
These guys were sizable. These guys look like sizable.
Oh,
they didn't have a
but,
future. They were young. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No real charisma to speak of yet. Yeah.
Well, nothing that we're going to build around, right? It was
nothing they would show us on this TV
Jericho.
show. They might be, yeah. They weren't allowed to show any charisma. I'll say that. They might be charismatic fellas, but I don't,
Yeah. And so after the match, FTR celebrating. Well, guess what? Here comes Copeland and Christian. They get out of harm's way. Well, actually, they get beat up. They're going to do the concerto to Glock FTR. Stokely grabs the chair. He's like, you ain't hitting my guy. And then they roll out. And then security
fear
just
the
like,
revolver.
Yeah, fear of the revolver. Yeah. But then this was kind of the weirdest moment of both nights. Then security just starts throwing punches at Copeland and Christian. And I was like,
yeah. Why?
Why the fuck are you doing? You're just supposed to like bar.
Why did you go in and just start? Yeah, that was a mistake. They should have worked something else out there. Or they should just grab one of the guys and be like, fuck you, then we're hitting this guy, then fuck him.
Or just be FTR like young boys. Like how Samoa Joe had the like dojo guys. Just say FTR has that really
I think that's what it is. I think they implied that they were like their hired security.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what
maybe. I think Excalibur said something about their security, but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think that's what it
tied together. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they hit their finishers, Copeland and Christian, that is, on the security, and we're done.
Yeah, well, they give them the whap.
Yeah, whap. Yep. Which that guy just no-sold. He was just like, yeah, I'm still going to lay here.
But it's true. He was already knocked out. And so, like,
yeah.
But you could have given him a little, you know what I mean? At least
something. Move your fucking arm, you know?
Or maybe Christian fucked up and hit him and he was knocked out. Maybe. Could have happened.
All right, we go back to Dynamite, and we're at the top of the hour, and we get one of our marquee matches. It's Will Ospreay versus PAC of the Death Riders. And before we even start this thing off, we get Will Ospreay doing his I'm so cool with the hood over my head. And PAC says, I hate that fucking hood, and I hate your fucking head. And he just kicks him.
Yep.
Yeah. And tap. And then this is where it's like, let's be consistent. Because PAC hits him in the back of the head, and I think he like did a pile driver, did something, right? And we do this, oh my God, can Will Ospreay move?
Yeah.
And it's the fucking worst thing in the world. And he, against doctor's orders, which, friends, follow doctor's orders. It's fucking stupid. You're not cool because you're like, oh, the doctor said I wouldn't be able to walk again. Now I'm in this wheelchair. Showed them, like, you fucking idiots. And so then he goes in there and wrestles, but then now he can take all these fucking things and he's getting up and all the fucking
It's funny
fine
you said that. I saw a guy on Reddit do a breakdown. He said with Indiana going 16-0 and win the college football championship, he went and looked back at the 1894 Yale team that also did. And he like found all these things about the person. The quarterback had active tuberculosis and played every single game against his doctor's direct orders.
Fucking idiots.
In 1894 and shit.
Yeah. God, we are always dumb. We're always a dumb nation.
16-0.
Yeah.
National champs.
Glory. Fucking idiot.
Glory for Yale.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're going to die and your girlfriend's not even going to be old enough to drink because you married her when she was 13.
She'll die a champion.
Yeah. You'll die a champion. In 100 years, there's going to be a guy that looks me up and is like, tuberculosis.
What an idiot.
What a great guy.
Mendoza just did it without tuberculosis. Against better quality opponents.
Yeah. He actually played against all races. Anyhow.
Nerd.
Yeah, you fucking nerd. But we get PAC and Ospreay on Dynamite, and this is as good as advertised, right? We get the flips, the banging, the pushing, the grappling, the body slams. We get a submission of the brutalizer that Will Ospreay is like, I'm just going to stand up out of this, and gets out of that. And we get all the things, and it ends with Will Ospreay getting the victory. Now,
victory.
Does he? Because
But
afterwards, I like this. This was actually really fucking cool. So then the Death Riders beat up on Will Ospreay, and then they put his neck in the chair. And instead of like being the bad guys, Moxley's like, hey, how'd you end up here? Did I put you here? Or did you end up here yourself? Like, don't make these stupid decisions and we won't have to do bad things to you. I thought that was like cunning and like sharp and witty. I really like that. I like that angle a lot. What we got?
Well, we got Daniel Garcia in the chat. I'm just gonna wildly assume it's actual Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, why not?
He says, did Pac's new wrestling gear remind any pro wrestling fans from the 90s of Repo Man's wrestling attire? Well, he could be repoing your soul.
Well, here's the thing I don't get about Pac.
This is the thing. This is really Daniel Garcia because he was like, fuck you. I'm going to go find a wrestling podcast now and ask them.
I appreciate it, Daniel. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we agree.
Buffalo, New York. Yeah.
It did. Yeah.
But here's the thing about Pac, and I mean this completely jealous. I'm full of jealousy and envy. But Pac, stop wearing so much clothes. Like, if you look like that, what the fuck are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
You know,
Chris Jericho just launched the next chapter of his pro wrestling career. Yeah, man.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. But before we get back to that, what I was going to say is, this goes back to longtime listeners, how we used to talk about how Randy Orton never wore pants. And it's like, because why would you?
Why would you?
And like, Pac, what, you look great, brother. Like, like show that shit off. Brody King, love the guy. Yeah. He might need to wear that gear. And you
see Andrade's over here getting touched by every lady in the crowd. Catch when Callis was like, oh, he's going to need a shot after that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome,
what's
Daniel Garcia.
Say?
It's good.
Yeah, he says, now Jericho can face Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey, Swerve, Fletcher, Ciampa.
Face Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, face you, brother. Can I tell you a secret about Jericho? I'm excited because, like I said,
wife was at the Capitol on January 6th.
Well, yes, his wife was at the Capitol on January 6th. Yeah. But what I'm going to say is, like I told you, I'm excited because I'm going to think that with this much time off, he's going to tap into that good creative shit one more time, and we're going to get something cool for at least 3 months, right? Like, this is the old Jericho, right? I don't want to see him wrestle, though. Don't fucking want to see it.
I agree.
Don't want to see it.
Yeah, like having Jericho and his creativity around and his knowing. Best. I mean, like he knows pro wrestling. That is undoubtable.
Yep.
Great, fine. But you're right, man. Wrestling matches.
Because, like, if you think about it, one of his best times in his career was The List. But can you tell me a fucking match during that time?
I don't remember a single match during that
But
time.
it was the fucking List.
Right.
And like, that's what I'm hoping for is we get not again, The List 2.0. I don't want that, but the next thing, but I don't want to see him. Kevin Knight will make him look so old. You know what I mean? Do you want
100%?
That'll look like AJ Styles versus Earthquake.
The only way I want that is if you play into it, right? If we acknowledge it, that it's like it's an old guy trying to, and maybe like, all right, I'm old, but I'll still kick your ass, and maybe he does, right? But like, you got to acknowledge it at least. You can't.
Don't wear the trunks. Don't do what I said for Pac. You wear Pac's gear, Jericho. If you're gonna wrestle, wear all the clothes. Wear t-shirts.
I mean, like in true rock guy fashion, Jericho's doing his thing. We would say the thing of old rockers. It'd be like, at some point, you got to put the shirt back on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Take a page from Sting. Have some dignity. Right?
And we have a glowing review. And we've never been like, man, he was looking a little old.
Nope.
And he was old, but like we didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like
he's 67.
Yeah.
He's 67.
Yeah. Great.
That's insane. All right, let's go back to talking about what happens after the. Oh, so I mentioned John Moxley's just like, hey, don't make this personal because it's not personal for me. What do you think about that? What do you think about hey, earlier you jumped me. Now I got you here. We talk about on Collision. Ospreay's like, hey, now we're going to make this for the title. John Moxley's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now, he says something interesting there, too. He says, you know what's going to be crazy? I don't even have to beat Will Ospreay. He's going to beat himself.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you make about this?
Yeah.
Don't make it personal. How do you feel about that?
Well, I like, before we get into that real quick, Theo said I watched Randy Orton main event matches when I have insomnia, which is a good throwback to old times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked the whole, like, how'd you get here on Dynamite, right? Like, this could have been a super bad night for you if I just wanted to fucking, you know what I mean? Like this bestowing, look what I'm bestowing upon you, this grace, right? To then kind of the flipping around. Like, I like the promo of him too, of him being like, where he says like, he was like, you certainly wouldn't go into a match like that if you weren't 100%, would you? And he's like, I mean, unless he thinks he's 100%. Or he wants me to think he's 100%, right? Like, that was a really good promo, a good breakdown, right? It was less of the typical Moxleyisms we've gotten, right? And I guess I already thought this was Continental class, title, but does it really matter?
Now, here's the question that comes with that. Does that mean no Death Riders? Because that Continental Classic has its own special rules.
So he said that, I think. That's why he said, like, nobody else can ringside or something like that. So put the thing. So yeah, it would have to be if the title's on the line, it would have to be. And if it's an eliminator, which I don't think we said this is, again, I don't like this.
No, it's for the title.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That I'm going to try to be nice here. That's stupid.
Okay.
Because you have basically what you're doing is WrestleMania 18 with Randy Orton and Triple H. So remember, leading into that, you had Orton kissed unconscious Stephanie McMahon while Triple H is pissed. Triple H then breaks into his house and is going to kill Orton and all that. And then we get the match and it's, hey guys, 1, 2, 3, get him out of the corner. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
So we've got this thing where Will Ospreay got his neck broke. He wants to fucking murder John Moxley. And what are we going to do?
It's the most wrestle match of wrestle matches.
Yeah, like, what?
Again, this is why this title is not to be defended. And especially John fucking Moxley, who, can wrestle fuck the shit out of everybody. But, like, a significant portion of his gimmick has been, I'm also ready to murder you.
Yeah, I'm violence. I'm the walking violence.
Trial by
AEW.
fire violence.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing all of this stuff to do like a, hey guys, a 15 count because of
almost any
Classic
other
rules.
Title would have been fine for this, but this particular one seems weird. That's why I almost wouldn't have made this about the title. Just leave the title alone. Because
again, there's 9 million. Who the fuck cares?
I also I don't want Will Ospreay like suddenly as the Continental Classic champion because like to me that'd just be it's meaningless. It doesn't fucking.
I agree. I agree.
Whatever.
All right, let's keep it moving. We get a fun women's match here. It's a trios match. We get the Triangle of Madness versus the Lovebirds of Mina Shirakawa and the Brawling Birds. I kind of like that name.
Lovebirds, yeah.
And fun, right? Fun. Yeah, fun. Here we go. Fun. Hayter hits Julia Hart. She lays her out. She gets the win. Then we fast forward to tonight. And Jamie Hayter goes, hey, Tekla, you stupid weird bitch. I'm fighting you at the pay-per-view. And then Mina's like, don't just beat her up. She's like, kick her tits off or something.
Beat the piss out of her.
Beat the piss out of her. That's what she says.
Beat the piss out of her.
Which is fun.
Was there weird tension in all of this? The whole like I'm moving to the front now and like pushing everybody back and talking and then you know what I mean? Like that. Are they just trying to act tough?
Well, I don't know
like, where they were like, I'm talking now.
Yeah.
And fucking,
I think they don't have the reps on who they want to be yet. Right? We're still figuring it out. Because I still think they want to.
Good promo. Like she's not. She's good.
But I still think we're trying to figure out, are these two girls the APA and we're just fucking, or are we the bar where we're pro wrestlers? Yeah, we'll beat the fuck out of you, but
they keep saying brawling, so I got to see some brawling, right? We got to be
I want to
fighting, which is good. They're fine. They like doing that, I think, right? And Jamie Hayter's always hit hard, right? And get the right?
And Daniel Garcia, please pass this message on. Thanks again for watching.
Yeah.
Tell them if they want to really enhance the brawling birds, watch World Star. Go to World Star, put in girl fights.
People actually brawl.
Watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing. I want to see. Remember the fucking girl who she's like, "You gonna hit me with that shovel?" And she's like, "Yep." And boom, hit her upside the head with a shovel.
Tom, what if what if they were the ones training people how to be more brawling, right? And they were Boss Rutan style, giving like street fighting tips to other ladies in the bar. And then when that goes awry, well, now we've got a beef and we're wrestling.
Right. Yeah. Then you come here, you hit to the liver, and then bada boom, bada boom.
Look at this, you shove this up. Yeah, exactly.
And if it's a man, you squeeze his testicle.
That might get him over. That's, I mean, you know what I mean, we could get wild with that. I like it.
That would be fun. Get rid of Taz's technique minute or whatever, and just do the Brawling Birds fight tip for the week.
Yeah,
and they're like, so if you're in a bar, what you would do in
okay,
this
so remember the
situation-
Cody Rhodes dashing tips? Let's do that. Like they're doing street fighting tips, all of the Boss Rutan videos, and they're just grabbing some poor schmuck ladies.
What you would do,
or even dudes, and just throwing them.
That's what I'm saying. If a guy grabs your wrist and like they grab his wrist, like what the fuck? And it's like, so stop grabbing my wrist. And he's like, I'm not grabbing your wrist. And he's like, and then you turn the wrist and you break it and then you hit it. Like doing that would be fun. I would like that.
Sarah says, I predict that there will be either a draw or Ospreay wins the title, but I'm leaning towards the former. Even with a draw, I feel like then the next match, you've already brought the title into the thing, right? How could it not be for the title? Like you said, every time this title's on the line. Well, I mean, I guess we could just explain that. We'd be like, fine, I don't even want the title anymore. I'm just, you know what I mean? It wasn't about the title. It was about your head.
I would have went, you know what I would have done? Because again, I think this is what the storyline calls for. What I would have done tonight, because again, Will Ospreay chases off the Death Riders. I would have had Darby Allin almost verbatim say, you know what, Moxley? You were in a Texas Death match once with Hangman, but you never been in there one with me at All In or whatever the fuck the pay-per-view is. Dynasty, Texas Death. Hangman and MJF aren't the only ones that can do a Texas Death match. Me and you go right there. The motherfucker tried to kill him.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have a neck snap nightmare match or whatever the fuck it is, right? Like,
Go Texas Death. Because what am I going to think? Oh, you really want to put him in a headlock takeover?
What's a Canada way to talk? Like a Canada killing match.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it. But
do a Canadian moose den match.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. All right. Then we get Darby Allin. And guess what, Tim?
Yeah.
He's still out here calling out MJF. And he's like, you know what? I haven't seen God and I haven't seen the title.
I liked it. It was just
MJF.
erratic. He's like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing out here. I like it. This is really good. This is one of the better things I've seen Darby in a while. This was one of the things that I would say lacked out of his game for a bit was like promos, right? Like, again, not bad, but just like we're never like, you know what I mean, very meaty in a way. But this is really good. This shows an unraveling Darby Allin.
It's authentic, right? He kind of talks like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go watch his AEW. He doesn't really like stay on the same plane.
He
goes
linear,
up and down.
right?
Yeah. He goes up and down over here. And so like more of that. Now we get the Don Callis family out and they're like, hey, MJF paid us. We're going to kill you. So just fucking die.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you
Sucks
know,
to be you.
and then he's like, if you can beat a member of the Don Callis family, then you can face MJF. He's going to face Andrade. Now, thing that I thought was interesting is, so if he beats Andrade, he gets MJF for the title. But Kenny Omega also said, hey, if I beat MJF and then you beat Andrade, I'll still honor that and you can fight me for the title.
But another thing that I noticed was Andrade was like, excuse me, motherfucker? When,
he's like, hey,
I'm the one
fighting. Call me. Yeah.
So where's that? Now, we talked about like, we think Andrade's going to.
I think something. Yeah, I think something. Because I think he's loving this I'm the sexy guy, right?
It wouldn't. I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what? Oh, no, I got to play the guy who every woman rubs up on. Yeah, a terrible guy.
I got to be the model Rick Martel or
Yeah,
Rick
yeah,
Rude.
exactly.
Oh, no, yeah.
It sucks. Hard way to earn a living.
The family comes out to take out Darby Allin, but then here comes Jack Perry and Brody King. They weren't going to sit there and have that shit happen. And then Kenny Omega, and then that's when the thing. Then we fast forward to tonight, and I like this. Brody King walked up to Darby Allin, who's just cutting a promo saying, like, I'm going to kill you or something, and Brody King said, he said, I tattooed your name on a headstone because I wanted you dead. I was like, Jesus Christ. But then I like Jack Perry was like, you set me on fire. It's like, you set me on fire. Remember that?
Yeah.
You set me on fire. He even ended like, so Darby's like, the three of us against Don Callis family on Dynamite. And they're like, yeah. And then Darby walks off, Brody, whoo. And then Jack Perry's like, he set me on fire. What the fuck?
See, but this is what we're talking about. Like, you should remember these things.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I like. And again, now they're on the same page, all of that stuff, but I'd still
Time heals all wounds.
But here's where, again, let's have some fun. Let's just do a quick backstage thing where Renee, Renee's like doing like by ringside, and she's like, John Moxley tonight prepared for this match by doing 500 squats and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? As they're like walking down to the ring.
Yeah.
Have her backstage and be like, these three who have had extensive history against each other, and then just have Darby Allin light a match and like put it close to Jack Perry, and Jack Perry's like, hey, what the fuck? Like, just fuck with him a little bit. Like, got a little match,
So almost like he's like, so they're all on the same page. We're gonna do this thing. Yeah. And then he lights him on fire. And he's like, what? It's only fair. Yeah, right.
You're a douchebag.
Yeah, right. Like, come on, man. Right. Yeah. Sarah says, I understand what you're saying. It should have been a grudge match. Did not need to be for the title, but I wonder if Ospreay just wanted the certainty of their match being one-on-one. And I think that's kind of the play he was saying, right? I want to make sure I get you one-on-one, but I agree. Like you said, you could have done that in a cage match, brother, right? And then, theoretically, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Theoretically in a cage match. We'll see though. But yeah, we keep it moving, and by God, we get right to our main event. Mm-hmm. We get to an AEW Men's World Championship Eliminator match. Our champion, MJF, taking on 1/3 of the World Trios champs, Speedball Mike Bailey. Shoeless Mike Bailey. Kenny Omega is on commentary. And like you said, something was off at the end. So, again, good match. MJF beats Speedball straight up. No shenanigans, no low blow or anything.
I mean, these fellows wrestled.
Very good wrestling match. And then MJF was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep hitting this guy in the face. So he hits him.
I forgot he went all in on the American champion again and brought the flag and everything.
Yeah, God bless America.
Uh-huh. The only country that matters. Yeah.
The crowd was chanting, fuck the tariffs, which, yes, we agree.
Yeah.
This podcast agrees. Yeah. That's fucking dumb.
Yes.
It's only also
International Alliance here with you on that one.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah. We do not give a shit about lines drawn by billionaires. Anyhow, right there. But then after MJF beats Speedball, he beats him up. Kenny Omega's like, I'm not going to let this happen. He runs in, chases off MJF. But then we just get this, like, hold your hand up. I'm the guy. You're the guy. Yeah, hey, Kenny's so good.
Is Mike Bailey going to go heel here? Are we going to get weird shoeless Mike Bailey being a bad guy? I could see potential for some like X-Pac level heat on a guy like this.
Yeah, but can he pull it off? He seems too wholesome.
Yeah.
He seems like he's going to say shoot and darn.
What if he tries to be a la, right to censor, or, you know what I mean? Where he's like trying to be
Crash
the moral
Holly
guy. Yeah. And everybody's like, fuck you.
Yeah. Remember Crash Holly when he was like, I'm just going to beat him up. And like, you're fucking dumb. I don't know, but it just something, or he's just bad at acting. Cause it was just odd. I didn't.
Maybe he's really good in practice. And then they turn the cameras on. Yeah. Like, oh,
you were supposed to be good. What the fuck? Yeah. But let's talk. Okay, so that was our Dynamite. Let's talk a little bit about tonight's Collision.
Yeah, well, we hit some of it, but we
get
this
John
was a good
Moxley.
show though.
Yeah, John Moxley defeated Anthony Bowens. Good to see Anthony Bowens.
He still exists, and apparently Hook is gathering or recruiting folks for the ops, I guess. Why don't we just call it something different? Why are we still...
Yeah, and what's Max Caster doing?
Yeah.
Because again...
Don't put both of them in there without explaining all this shit again.
Right. And again, we don't watch for the moves necessarily, so I'm not going to tell you that like Max Caster was better than Anthony Bowens or Anthony Bowens is a better wrestler than Max Caster, because I don't really fucking know, but I can tell you who's more entertaining.
Yeah.
And it's not Anthony Bowens.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking dope ass song by Jane's Addiction, but that's about it. Then the
plays with his tool or something like that, right?
Yeah, he's got 5 tools in his bag.
Plays with his, 5. Yeah, he fives his tool.
Yeah, he fives his tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put 5 on my tool. That's what
5. Yeah. Got 5 on the tool, player.
Yeah, I put 5 on the tool, player. Yeah. As mentioned, we get our AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion, Double D.
Double D's.
They look
Never
really
forget.
cool. Who? Here's my question to you. Who would you put them up against, right? Because they're kind of
Brawling Birds,
impressive.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's for but they're the champs, right? So we need like a more established. Yeah, that's the problem. We haven't really built out a women's tag team division a whole lot yet.
You have a team, I think, ready-made and ready to go, but we kind of made them a joke in their one appearance. But they're
what the fuck happened to them?
Not the Iconics.
I'm wondering if here's what happened with the Inspiration. This is the only thing I can think. They signed. Yay, we signed. We're here. By the way, we've got 2 months worth of dates on the indies that we've got to do unless you want to pay this bill off. Tony Khan's like, look, I'm booked for a while. Go fucking finish your dates, right? Maybe.
Or maybe it's like a visa issue, right? We got over once.
Or just, can I take a break and fucking, you know what I mean? Move, my family or something before we start. It could be any number of those things, right? That's the thing that we forget sometimes when we're like talking about why isn't it this or that? That's why we try to stick to what's on the TV. But that does leave us with the question of where the fuck are they, right?
Now, we did kind of do this. Remember when Will Ospreay signed with AEW? He's like, I'm All Elite, but he's like, but I got to go back to New Japan and I got to finish up. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. So
and that tracks. That makes sense. WWE would always play the game of like, all right, we'll just finish those up and then we'll fucking
right.
You know
then we'll do it. So we'll see.
But
yeah, I would do Divine Dominion versus the Inspiration. That's a ready-made team. They can get a good match out of these two girls.
100%.
But we'll
we did just wallop them and never again. Like we haven't seen them in again. Am I wrong?
Heard from
like we haven't seen even a promo on a Collision or anything.
Not that I've seen it. Well, Tim, I'm glad you said promos on Collision because we did get to see the return promo of the Hurt Syndicate, and they said
Sleepy Bobby Lashley,
they're expanding. They said we're adding to the roster.
He did. He
Who's
did
that
say that.
Be?
Well, I don't know who it's going to be. I have no clue because these guys themselves have been gone. So I don't know who you're going to pair with them. I know we've talked in the past about others, and it's a fine line to talk about, right? Because it feels like we're like, well, I feel weird suggesting any other young black fella, but like, I feel like that's what fits the gimmick, right? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know MVP has even said this as much, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said it pretty close to this, like, they're not running away from being black guys, but they're just saying, like, this thing isn't the black thing, right? Like, we are black businessmen, as he said, and we're proud of that, and we like that. But, like,
now, they will say that they're,
you know what I mean? We're not black first, right? Like, it's not that, right? Like,
Now, they do say, when they win all the titles or whatever, they will say black excellence, right?
100%.
So
that's what he's saying. Like, we do like that. We are that. But, like, that's not, like, we're not doing business because it's like, because we're black guys, right? Like it's, we are black guys doing business, right? Yeah, that's the way he framed it. And that tracks here. So, I mean, but we've already seen, I guess they've added MJF before.
Yeah,
so
that didn't work out.
Could be anybody.
So I'll give you 2 people that I want to see. For funsies, to make it like, because again, we've said this about MVP too. He definitely has our guys, basically he's kind of saying, now he didn't say it like this, but it feels like he's saying in code, my WWE guys are so much better than all these AEW guys, right? Well, you know who you could add, who's a former WWE guy who could also make everyone look really fucking stupid? Keith Lee. You add Keith Lee, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. Fuck. That is meat.
Yeah. That is a lot of meat.
That is meat, right?
That's a lot of hurt business.
Yeah. And Keith Lee will fucking hurt you. He'll yeet you into the 6th row, right?
Yep.
So I want to see Keith Lee. Again, I don't know about his contract. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, don't know if he can. Don't know if he's healthy.
Right.
Don't know any of that.
Right.
Don't know nothing.
I'm just saying.
I'd like to see him.
I'd pick Keith Lee. Second pick, and this is again because we can do things that aren't just the Don Callis family, and you know they all are very diverse except for they're all dudes. I would have Queen Amanada, Hurt Syndicate with, and you're adding something to the female division. MVP cutting down promos on Anna Jay,
Willow,
or that would
Harley
add
Cameron.
to Harley Cameron. Fucking a returning Britt Baker, right? The promo battle with MVP and Britt Baker.
I don't think that's it.
I don't know. I think it is. Hey, I thought Hikaru Shida was done. I was wrong on that. But I think she's coming back. I think it's gonna be August. I think it's gonna be All In. Yeah, All In London. But yeah, I would add Queen Amanada. That would be my second guess or second pick. There you go. What else happened here? Oh, you mentioned him, but Tommaso Ciampa defeated Juice Robinson.
Man, I know Tommaso Ciampa showed up and we were like, awesome. He could, it's only been a short period of time, but like,
well, I'll tell you.
Look,
okay,
wrestling fine, doing good matches, but like, we like stories.
Well, I'll flip the coin and I'll tell you the other side of that, how I feel. Juice Robinson, I was 1,000,000% wrong on when he came in. But then he turned into something that was so visually interesting and character-wise charisma off the screen.
Yeah.
And for that guy to be that guy, get hurt, and then come back and be Create a Wrestler 1 in black tights, yellow boots, Winnipeg. Who the fuck is that nerd?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there and why he thinks he had to go to that versus
it's
what was
so
working
bad.
before.
Yeah, it is so bad. Like
he was so wildly crazy that it was endearing. Like you just he was like lifting his leg on people in the ring like a beating dog. Like
and for you to be married to Tony Storm, who is creative off the pages. For you to be like, you know what takes me serious? Black trunks and yelling the city I'm in.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't really.
Was I right? I don't want to be right that you suck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be right, but you
don't
might
prove me
suck.
wrong on proving me wrong.
What the fuck?
That's another line. Don't prove me wrong on proving me wrong here.
What
That's a great fucking line. Sarah asked, have you guys heard any news about Anna Jay's contract? No, in so much as like we don't really go searching out and find that stuff, but I also have not come across any of that news myself on social media unless you have, Tom. But it's another one where I'm not. I just don't know. I think she's asking, is she going to be around? Is she going to be around?
Yeah. Isn't she
or could she stop wrestling? I mean,
well, here's it. I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to be misogynistic or heteronormative. However, isn't she still banging? Those things. Yeah, but my question here is, isn't she still banging Jack Perry?
I mean, I don't know about their personal affairs, but I thought they were a romantic couple. Yeah, I don't know.
Now, again, we just spoke about the inspiration. Sean Spears left AEW, and then his wife joined, and so I'm not saying, but.
I'm not even sure. Yeah. I just know we haven't seen her in a bit. And even when we did, it was for a bit. And
that's another team that could take on Double D. Anna Jay and Ty Mello.
Yep.
Where's Ty Mello? She having another baby?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's why we're not seeing them. One of them is hurt or out of action, which takes us to another highlight of tonight. Isaiah Cassidy. Isaiah Cassidy goes, hey.
Yeah.
My my right-hand man, my tag team partners, he's hurt, but guess what? I'm not, and so I'm going to fuck people up.
This was pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
This guy used to be bad, right? Like, we were like, what? Please don't ever put him on again. And this was decent. Like, he's still young, right? And still, like, learning the thing. But I was like, man, this was good. It had, like, reason, purpose, right? It didn't feel like he was reading cue cards. Like, this was good. I liked it.
It was good one-liners. It felt authentic. It was to the point, and it wasn't trying to be a let's make a t-shirt. It was just, here's my one-liner about I've been in the deep end and I know how to swim, which you're not going to put a shirt on. Yeah.
About early pro wrestlers in their promos. It's not all of these promos are going to become a t-shirt. No, it's not all a catchphrase. It's not all a slogan.
Stop getting too many people from Pro Wrestling Tees are in your ear saying, we got to keep making shirts.
Well, here's the thing. Often something might become that you never thought was gonna, right? Somebody's going to hear you say something and they're going to keep repeating it, and that will become the shirt. Right,
exactly. So this was really good. I like it. We'll see what happens with him. I wouldn't mind. Hey, maybe he's a recruit for the Hurt Syndicate, right? He says, hey, I'm out here on my own. Hurt Syndicate said, heard you need a friend. We can be good friends. And we'll see what happens there. Could be good. Now, if that happens, he can't go back into in people's ear and all that bullshit. Like, you got to do this all the time. You know, exactly. Not you get what I'm saying, but more of the time.
Yep.
What else? We got Andrade and Mark Davis defeated the Rascals, which we got Okada.
Yeah.
Okada was like, hey, Kyle Fletcher got hurt, which
my best friend. He said Kyle Fletcher.
But also Excalibur said that too. He's like, he sustained a leg injury, so hopefully that's not too serious.
I think he's out. Oof. Out. Yeah.
That stinks.
Maybe. It doesn't look like they're saying anything about his title yet, so maybe that's up in the air, right? Maybe they're awaiting things, but
look, you know, there's so many titles you could have him not wrestle for 3 months and no one would know it was gone.
Yeah, so Okada's back there. We got Mark Davis in the Rick Steiner jacket, which is awesome, right? Okada, like, my best friend Kyle Fletcher, and like Takeshita doesn't care about him, right? And he's like, where was he? Got injured, where was he, right? Like, doing good here. And then, he was like, he's got a better partner anyway. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, and Andrade, it's fun when, like, 2/3 of the promo don't speak English as their first language, and two of the guys also speak languages that neither one of them speak.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, like, so they're all trying to do English as a second language because that's the only language that they can, like,
Right.
Yeah, they put it off pretty decent here.
Oh, yeah, it was great. It was just, it's fun where it's like, hey, why don't you guys just talk how you would if we didn't have the camera here, you know, like, anyhow, I thought it was fun. But yeah,
it's pro wrestling. Just have them say it and give me subtitles and let's pretend like we all understand each other. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, he understands Japanese, he understands Mexican, he understands English, and we all just fuck it.
Well, and hey, we're speaking about America kicking off the show. A lot of people from other countries know more than one language.
Yeah.
Claudio knows 6 languges. So you can speak Spanish to him. Yeah. And I bet you
I think he made up 2 languages too. He knows those.
Yeah. 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 He made up violence as a language. Anyhow. And then we get to our 8-man tornado
he's
tag.
Probably match. An awesome dude. He probably talked about all these books with you and read and everything. He's probably a real nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, also the Rascals. Good to see them. How are you feeling about the Rascals now that we're a month?
They're there. So? You know, they're there. Like, they're not bad. Nothing crazy. You know, like you said, the gimmick is, aren't we cool because we smoke weed? It's like, it's fucking legal in 20 states or some shit. Like,
yeah. And again,
I went to the dispensary and there was a fucking 67-year-old man like on a fucking walker, dude. Like, come on, guys.
Right, exactly.
It's not the cool thing to do anymore.
Yeah, do coke like an adult. Jesus Christ. You know, grow up.
PSA.
PSA. Come on, you know. Now, I will say this about our main event. So we get an 8-man tornado tag match. Oh, actually, this was my thought before I got there, because I'm going to mention these 8 people, and then I'm going to ask you a question on who's missing, and maybe I don't know the reason, but I'm upset. But in our 8-man tornado tag match, we have Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Mystico, Kevin Knight taking on Claudio, Yuta, David Finlay, and Clark Connors. So, Tim, we've done this podcast now tonight for, what is it, almost an
13,
hour?
14. Oh, tonight? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
tonight.
I mean, like, how long have we been doing
Yeah,
that?
no, 74 minutes, right? It says right here, 74
Something like
minutes.
that. Yeah, this timer is running. This is running at an hour 15, but that's including before we started the show.
Right.
I think. Yeah.
So here's the question I have for you. Who's someone that I mentioned, or who's someone that we've talked, or we have not talked about tonight, who we should be talking about in AEW?
I'm missing. Yeah. What are we?
Eddie fucking Kingston.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Kingston's back. And what the fuck are we doing with him?
Well, I'll say this. He was back, but he also looked homeless, man, which is part of it.
He always looked homeless.
Yeah, but I mean, like, extra homeless. Like,
no, he just didn't shave. He's fine, But, like, it's Eddie fucking Kingston.
I'll say when I saw him, it reminded me of when Stokely said we need a champion who smells like Tom Ford, not Burger King and Newports.
We need that. Yeah.
Because that is exactly how that man must smell.
Yeah, but like him and Ortiz. Now, I don't know if he's hurt, right? He could have,
Sure.
But like he got
I think
in
they
good
opened
shape.
a wrestling school, I heard. Those two guys.
Well, then fucking wrestle and show that your students,
School us up on some wrestling.
Yeah. God damn it. He's not in the front half of his career. And I don't want this motherfucker to retire because of a torn ACL. And then we go, he had that one really awesome match with John Moxley. And then
that's what you're going to get.
No, the fuck I'm not, Tim, because we're kicking out Roderick Strong and the fucking rascals of the world.
Well,
we're putting
you
in
would
Eddie
be able
Kingston.
to do that if this wasn't all friends wrestling.
He's a friend.
Yeah, but I don't think he's one of the inner circle friends.
He's John Moxley's inner circle friend, so Moxley better fucking. God damn it! But yeah, so the 8-man tornado tag match: Clark Connors, David Finlay, Yuta, Claudio,
proof Clark Connors,
old Kid Rock, and then
complete with the helicopter. Did you see that bullshit? Fucking dude. During the No Kings protest, there became a little bit of a scandal. Some military Black Hawk helicopters flew over the No Kings. They also flew by Kid Rock's fucking house, who happened to know it was coming because he got a fucking photo op behind him fucking saluting it. Again, Kid fucking Rock saluting a goddamn Black Hawk helicopter like that's a thing you do. Stop fucking with your fucking attempts at stolen valor, you asshole. But anyway.
Another thing I saw because I did not see that, but the pop culture politics thing that I saw is Tiger Woods, who is a fuck up who doesn't play a real sport because golf isn't a real sport. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's a competition. They released the dash cam footage of him. Stuff.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
And they're like, "Hey, sir, we need you over here." And he goes, "I just got off the phone with the president." He called Trump to get out of a DUI. That's how dumb our fucking country is.
So,
that's how dumb our fucking
So
country
here's what
is.
I want to know. One, he's got his number, which I guess he could have had it from well before Trump even ran president.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But did he actually get through? Did he in the moment be like, listen,
I bet.
Donnie.
Because I bet you it's not we've always heard that these encrypted phones, because I bet they don't fucking follow any of that shit.
No, they don't. No.
So yeah.
No.
It's just
that was
phone
part of the
number.
thing that they were pissed off at Hillary about, was that she used her private.
Oh, yeah.
But no, that's already been, the signal chats released with fucking Pete Hegseth and shit.
Yeah, that fucking loser. Anyhow, that was the pop culture thing that I saw is, and Trump announced that Tiger wasn't going to play the Masters. Oh no, the rich people are going to hit a ball. We don't get to see him do it. Oh no. But he won a tournament by 15 strokes. Motherfuckers are going to give me a stroke watching that fucking bullshit. Fuck golf. If you like golf, you're a fucking tool.
I'm not a fan.
God. Ooh, you know how hard it is? Fuck that. Geometry's hard. I don't want to watch you do geometry.
Did you ever see the old Robin Williams bit on golf?
Oh, yeah.
God damn, it's
call
one
it
of the
a
best.
fucking stroke, yeah.
One of the best fucking comedy routines I've ever fucking seen was that one right
The
there.
best. The best.
God.
But yeah, in this, we get our main event of Collision. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what the dogs, they take out the conglomeration. They go backstage. And then we get, was it Mystico? Who pinned Yuta? Someone pinned Yuta. I think it was Mystico.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, this is what I was going to say. Kevin Knight, you're too cool to be coming out to Mystico's music. Because he's like even trying in the entrance to be like, yeah. And it's just this like serenade about, I don't know, a lost dog.
I mean, it feels like we should all be arm in arm, like sing.
And he's
you know
like,
what I mean? Like,
what up?
Yeah, it feels almost hymnal more than it feels, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels more akin to that fucking Coca-Cola song from the 70s where everyone needs a Coke than it does to like, I'm fucking cool and about to wrestle
that one
a match.
stupid Pepsi commercial where fucking one of the Kardashians
Kendall
saved
Jenner
the fucking
like,
world or something.
You tear gassed my friend, but here's a Coca-Cola or whatever the fuck it was. God, what a
like you'd be out on the streets during a fucking tear gas.
Yeah. Hey guys, did you get racially profiled? You know what would help? Sprite.
Pepsi.
No, yeah, Pepsi. Oh man. Oh man.
All right.
Yeah. Anyhow, I was gonna keep going. I won't keep going. But that's Dynamite.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, we had a
great
bunch of fun
back-to-back.
stuff.
Good shows.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming into having to wear this stupid shirt when we make the picks for Dynasty, and then when I win, then you'll get the shirt and you'll have to wear it. So that'll be fun.
I'll say this: the thing that I'll keep saying, I don't know how it would be on the cost and everything, but again, Tony Khan's a billionaire; they're getting money from Turner and all that kind of stuff. Move Collision to Tuesdays and have Dynamite on Wednesday, and just do a Tuesday Wednesday every week. Tuesday Wednesday, Tuesday Wednesday, Tuesday Wednesday. That's there's nothing on Tuesdays. Tuesday is the most forgotten day of the week. Make it something happening and fuck, you know?
On Tuesday. Well, Tom, we talked a lot about what we just saw, but I want to take a little trip back in time. Go back a little bit further, right? And see what happened way back in the way back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Way back in time, as they say. Tom, on this day, April 7th, 2021. AEW Dynamite, live from Daly's Place in Jacksonville. Main event, 6-man tag match. Jon Moxley teaming up with the Young Bucks to take on AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. Remember them? For weeks, the Young Bucks had been conflicted about fighting Kenny Omega, their longtime best friend. Look how far back we've been doing that.
Yeah.
The climax of the match saw Moxley get isolated. He locked Kenny Omega in a sleeper hold and waited for the Bucks to finish the job. Or to help him finish the job, right? Instead, the Bucks hesitated, looked at each other, and hit Moxley with a double super kick, officially turning heel and reforming the supergroup of the Elite. Now, if you were paying close attention, Tom, to their ring gear, you knew they were turning heel the second they walked down to the ramp because they wrestled their entire match wearing an incredibly expensive, highly coveted pair of Hype Beast sneakers. So, what specific, insanely expensive collaboration sneakers were the Young Bucks wearing when they super kicked Jon Moxley?
Christian Dior.
God damn it, you knew it. I knew you were going to fucking know it because you're a sneaker guy.
Yeah,
Dior Air Jordan 1s.
Yeah. Those are $10,000.
Yeah, tens of thousands of dollars on the resale market. Wearing them in a wrestling ring was just arrogant, wealthy behavior, right? Like,
yeah.
Let's
see. Dior 1, Nike.
Yep. So this is kind of when they kicked off the EVP stuff, you know what I mean? Really getting into the,
Yeah, let's see how much it is right now. On StockX, I see 4,900. Well, hold on.
Here.
No. If you want it, well, what size shoe do you wear?
13.
13? You're paying $11,131.
Give me two of them.
There you go.
Well, left and the right. Two pair? No. Just one for each foot. That's all I meant.
Yeah. $12,000 you're paying.
Let me just get the left one. I was going to wear the left one. Discount on that?
Can you just give me the soles? Yeah, I don't even do the rest. Just give me the soles to protect.
Just take a picture in them real quick. And then
yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Fun times, man. Yeah, that was. Look, they're friends. We get it, but like we've been doing this a long time, right? So they kind of more on, I like that because it hit on that. And then also I knew you would love the sneakers, right?
But yeah, that was 2021. We're in 2026 and we just finished we're buddies again. Like that's 5 years.
What goes around comes around.
Back in time.
Right? All right. We encourage you to go to allelitewrapup.com. Do all the links there. Just click every link. And if you want to do something when you click that link on that page, do that there too, especially the donate links. But other than that, I guess.
I will see you next week, dumbass.
Time.